Oh yes. Oh yes. We're back, guys. We are back. We are back. We are back. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Guys, first thing first. Please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Like always, thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. Akeem Jordan, what's cracking like it? What's cracking like it? What's cracking like it on this Friday evening?
Man, we here back from the future and beyond.
Yes, we here, baby. It's a Friday. Still in 2026. You about to rock and roll as we always do. It's Friday. I mean, the weekend's here, so let's go, let's go, let's get it.
Like always, first thing first, shout out to everybody that's watching us all across the board: Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch, YouTube, Rumble, X, TikTok, Bingo Live. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in on this Freestyle Friday. Now that, but shout out to UM for the big game yesterday with the Fiesta Bowl, winning the game against Ole Miss. Man, that was the game of the century. Shout out to UM for that wonderful win, man. We are excited over here, boy.
Hey, and this is Ronnie. This is the first time since college, since the college playoffs, and even beyond that, they're gonna be playing at home. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, no, yeah, first time ever. So you know, Miami, of course, it's not the sports topic, but Miami was talking about the big game, so I was like very excited about that one, that excited win. So you know, this thing just show you that hard work do play off. But man, everybody was excited, man. They was having a field day yesterday in Miami,
I know
man.
next week's about to be off the chain in Miami for
Yeah, it
sure.
is. Because I think we're gonna win it all. I really believe we're gonna win it all. So but of course that's not the topic of sports, but I was just happy to see like doing something unusual and something new. But the real topic of the sports, Jordan, we heading over to sports. The real sports topic. What's going on in the sports world, big dog?
Let's get into that state of the basketball. So there's still gonna be more trades, as we found out yesterday that Trey Young was traded to Washington. Now, John Morant is on the trading block. He's been with the team over 7 years. He has been ups and downs. Also with his personal life, with the gun charges that we had talked about. A couple years from now, and now that I believe they are at the 10th in the West and everything. And John, he's really not where he was expected to be a franchise player. He is now on the traded block, and now he's the next player, that the top player who will be traded to another team. So, with that being said, I'm going to jump to you, fellas. What do you think is a good fit for John Morant being traded to another team?
I don't think it would really make a difference. I don't see John Moran being who he is and what he does. He continued to average about 20 points a game, 7 assists, and on 5 rebounds. I think whatever team he goes to, he still will be able to shine. I think his days as the Grizzly was been up ever since he got that on the gun situation going on, doing a game member sign on the court. People don't really look at John Moran anymore. I think right now him as a player should be able to rebrand himself, and I think going to another team that need him the most. I think I'd probably see him going to probably New Orleans with Zion because they need some help right now. Or but if he really want to win championship, I think he should make his way. I'm not gonna lie, I think he should make his way to probably like Boston Celtics or the Heat. I think one time, I think he said he was curious about coming to the Heat. So I'm always going to mention the Heat because the Heat always got available slots. So to me, if he see an opportunity on those teams, go ahead and take it. But John Morant going to be continuing to be John Morant, and I don't think he's going to change anything else otherwise.
I agree with you too. John Moran is still a valuable player. Like you say, franchise don't like the dirty mess that goes on outside, but he still is a key player to win the championship. He's a clutch player. He gets some shots in. So I could see him if he was to built around the team. Um, I could see him going to Washington with Trey. I could see them turning up over there. But I wouldn't mind him seeing with Zion, Zion doing this thing and Josh shooting. I think they could really turn it up. But we just got to see where his future is going to go.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think he's definitely to change the scenery because, like, when I've been watching him play this year, I don't know if it's in his head and everything, but he's not the John Morant as we saw in the past and everything. And with him, he used to be a high slam dunker, which we don't see anymore or anything like that. I feel like the franchise. Earlier this year he has got it with his coach and also with the GM and everything. So I think it's definitely time to move on and everything. And hopefully we can get to see the John Morant we saw a few years back, because this John Morant we're seeing right now, he's not the all-star as we've seen before. And you're right, Ronnie. He's averaged over 20 points, and that's been his lowest since his second year and everything. So hopefully the change of scenery would be nice for him. New Orleans is a good team. I would say so, Ronnie. That's a good point. Another team I probably would say maybe. Oh no, I wouldn't say Phoenix. It's really tough with Ja because I don't see him as a franchise player like I used to be, because I would name Miami, name Toronto or something like that. But it's right now I'm really undecided, y'all. I really don't know where he's gonna go. But hopefully the team that he does go, he can be the John Morant we used to seeing, because the All-Star John Morant, we're not seeing it this year, and I feel like the game is not what the game that when he first came to the league, like how you appreciate the game and love the game. I think it looks gone to him. It just looks so different this year with John Morant. I don't know why, but wherever team he goes to, hopefully he gets that love back and he'll be the John Morant of old. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
I agree with everything you guys said. I'm just wondering like where he's gonna go, but I'm just curious. But if we go to the Washington, it won't surprise me one bit because they got Trey. So let's see how that goes. Them two together, it can make a difference over there in Washington Wizards, man. You never know, man. Like that, shout out to right now, 80 people right now watching us on Bingo Live, and one of the people in the comments say Soyeo say send a light to the host. Like me, love to the host. I agree. Send a light to the host, man. Send love to the Chaos Culture Radio fam over here, man. We work extremely hard to keep you guys entertained. And now that keep you guys keep coming back. So make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch, Rumble, X, TikTok, Bingo Live. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in each and every time we go live, especially on this Freestyle Friday. You know it's Freestyle Friday, so anything go. I just wanted to go to sports real quickly due to the fact we were talking about UM, so it makes sense. But now we're going over back into one of the topics, man. Jordan, what's going on with 4-man caught and the connection of bribery from burglary against the Shedeur Sanders situation?
Yeah, so we talked about this a couple months ago when I think it was his first start. When his first start, his home got burglarized. Now they had captured the guys the guys had burglarized, which he was found in Atlanta, Georgia. So we do have a clip of this situation. So go ahead and play the clip, and after that we'll chop it up.
Yes, from what we learned today, this was a well thought out plan. Prosecutors have charged 4 men from Atlanta, Georgia in connection to this crime. They say they drove more than 600 miles all the way here to Medina County to rob the home of Browns quarterback Shedeur Sanders. Medina County Sheriff's deputies walking us through their investigation. Police say 4 men drove from Atlanta, Georgia to Granger Township last November with one intention: break into Shedeur Sanders' home. Georgia police recently arrested 3 of them: Javart Myrick, DeAndres Jackson, and Maurice Taylor. There is still a warrant for the 4th, Carlos DeAnthony Morris. Detectives say the suspect stole roughly $200,000 in property, mainly designer bags and totes, along with a ring. The suspects robbed the home while Sanders made his NFL debut against the Ravens. Police say the group appears to target wealthy people and then sells the stolen goods. Investigators believe a ringleader may be calling the shots on these types of burglaries.
Unfortunately, right now they're just targets. They know that they're not home. They know that people aren't usually at their houses. So they're taking advantage of them being of some type of stature in the community, and they're hitting them when they're away from home and they know they're away from home.
Investigators say they still have not found any of those items that were stolen, but deputies are working on bringing those men back here to Ohio to face these charges. Yes, from
Yeah, that's very surprising they can't find from Georgia, but I'm gonna go good with you guys. Are you guys surprised how they came all the way from Georgia to Cleveland to burglarize Sanders' home?
Not really. Atlanta dude's been on that. If you see one of Fannie Willis's cases was a burglary gang called Rich Drugs or something like that, Rich Paint, something. It was a bunch of guys who was burglarizing Atlanta homes. They've been on that.
I agree with Hakeem. They have been on that. They've been on that for several times. Me, it always be your own people that do harm to you. That doesn't surprise me one bit. At first, I thought it was probably one of the people he actually know. So now I clarified that it's not the people that he actually know. These people that have been doing it for a very long time. And the only reason why they're not going to be able to find none of his merchandise, keeping in mind, it's Shedeur Sanders. They consider him to be one of the people faced in the league in the near future. So them high value items are gonna worth a lot of money. So whoever they sold it to, they're gonna keep it on hand. They're not gonna say anything about it. Best believe that they're gonna resell it. It when Shedeur Sanders become hot in the league in the next, I believe, in the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, I was a little surprised how far they traveled. I knew maybe they'll travel to another state, maybe Tennessee, states that's close to Georgia, the Carolinas, Alabama, and then also Florida. But to me, I was very surprised that they would travel 600 miles to go to Georgetown and rob stuff and everything. Now it's like, okay, they kind of opens up my eyes, like, when it comes to people burglarizing, if you're a high value type of athlete, entertainer, or anything, they know where you stay at, which likely, with how big social media is, and with Instagram, you can put your location on everything. And I advise people, entertainers, like I said, if when it comes to sharing the location, please turn it off, because you see burglars like this, they will be watching you, and they see you staying somewhere and it's at your home, and they know you are playing an away game, something like that, which they happened to Joe Burrow too last year as well. Please turn your location off of Instagram, because it's these burglars, they will likely know where you stay at, and they're really good at with the social medias. And it just shows to you, please, entertainers and athletes, please be safe, because burglars, they'll probably travel from Atlanta all the way here to Los Angeles if they find out if you're playing a game somewhere, like for instance, like the playoffs. If the Rams are playing an away game, and let's say burglars, okay, we're gonna go to somebody athlete's house and rob those in Carolina. So it surprised me. I ain't gonna lie, y'all, it surprised me. But yeah, please, athletes, entertainers, please be safe, because these burglars are not playing.
Like, share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Shout out to everybody that's watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, Twitch, Rumble, X, TikTok, Bingo Live. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in on this Freestyle Friday. Moving along to money. Money makes the world go round. Money makes our pockets fat. Jordan, what's going on when it comes to aspect of financial news, big dog?
Let's get into it. Let's talk about the job report. So the job report came out for last month of December, and also the unemployment rate came out for last December as well. So we're gonna talk about that. So go ahead, play the clip, play the first 3 minutes of it, and then after that we will chop it on up like we always do.
Just a few minutes ago, brand new data on jobs. The economy added just 50,000 jobs in December. You can see that right there. And jobs growth was revised lower in both October and November. You can see what a bad month October was right there. 2025, now the weakest year of jobs growth since the pandemic. Now, on the other hand, the unemployment rate dipped to 4.4% in December. A lot more on this coming up. These jobs numbers painting an interesting picture of the economy. People digging into it right now.
The final jobs report for 2025 shows the economy added just 50,000 jobs in December. CNN senior reporter Matt Egan joining us now. Is this what folks were expecting here? Because this is a lot lower than what we have been seeing, I think, even in November.
Yeah, Sarah, look, this is a mixed end to what was a pretty weak year for the job market. I think the good news here is the unemployment rate. It did unexpectedly fall more than the consensus. So the new unemployment rate is 4.4% for December. That is lower than the 4.5% that was the forecast. And we also learned that November had been revised lower. So it was originally reported as 4.6, and now that month was revised lower. So the worst news, though, is the job growth. So the U.S. economy added 50,000 jobs in December. That's just a touch below the consensus, but there were some whisper numbers and some hopes for bigger numbers there. And we also got some more negative revisions, which continues a pattern that we've seen. So November, you can see it was positive, but it was revised actually a little bit lower. And look how negative October is. So October was revised sharply lower by 68,000. It went from negative 105,000 to a negative 173,000. That's the worst month for the job market since late 2020 during COVID-19.
Wow.
Yeah, and we just got these numbers. Still have to dig into some of the sectors here and exactly why the unemployment rate went down. But one thing I do want to just emphasize is how weak this was overall for the job market, right? We're talking about the worst year of job gains for the U.S. economy since 2020. During the COVID-19 pandemic. And if you exclude recessions, this was the worst year for job growth for the U.S. economy since 2003, right? And this happened for a whole lot of reasons. There was a lot of uncertainty over tariffs. There were all of the significant cuts by the federal government and DOGE when it comes to federal employment. There's artificial intelligence as well. So there's a lot of different things going on. But it is, of course, it was disappointing to see how bad of a year it was for job growth. But again, thankfully, the unemployment rate has ticked down.
Yeah, it's.
Yep. So there you have it. So that is the end of 2027 when it comes to job report. It's been last year has been the worst. It has been bad when it comes to jobs and everything. So I'm going to start with you guys. When it comes to 2026, do you expect to see jobs go up and also employment rates go down?
I see job rate tend to go up. It's a whole new year. It's a now Trump is really running the presidency, even though he started last year. But now people gonna really see his work and that shit in this month. Will you see any change in the economy? Any change when it comes to aspect of the job market? Jobs are always going to be added, but the thing is, when jobs are added, other jobs are taken away. People got to pay attention to that. So, due to the fact we are dealing with artificial intelligence, they are taking away a lot of jobs. Especially when last year, when it came to aspect of Amazon let go over like 30,000 employees due to the fact of all of artificial intelligence taking over there at the factories. And now that you have other companies when it came to like the federal government, the layoffs, the government shutdown, like the pretty much the anchor stated, the tariffs, all that played a big factor. But now with this month, especially with the aspect of what happened with Venezuela, things probably you might see a shift in the job market and also in the unemployment rate. I see it dropping down.
So I want people to understand, when it comes to the economy, it's a multi-layered thing. A lot of things that factor into growth is manufacturing, people spending money. If people spend money, more jobs are going to come. The less people spend, the less jobs you got. And Ron had already covered, AI has taken a big chunk of the jobs. But there's another factor that I think a lot of people he didn't cite. So with unemployment, some people are not just filing for unemployment. Some people are living off their savings. Other people have transitioned into gig work. So if you're working gigs and you're doing Uber and Lyft, Grubhub, or Amazon Flex, or you're a shopper, you're working, so you're not like really applying for unemployment. So there's so many things, so many factors that play in. And the last thing is, some people who get fired try to go get unemployment. A lot of people don't qualify. There is them cases where people are denied unemployment. So when it says, oh, it dipped, a lot of people just are not reporting. A lot of people are switched to gig work.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I say, it's the start of the new year of 2026. So for me, I think with the first couple of months, I still think it's we might not see a steady income when it comes to jobs. So I think we might see more, and employer rates might go up a little bit more. But hopefully, going to the spring, going to the summertime, and everything, when we see some things open up and everything. And hopefully we see some things open up. We might see, a little bit of a job boost and everything. But then again, when it comes to retailers, we might see a decline on that. I believe, because like Macy's, they still be going to be closing down Macy's and everything, and other retail stores you see might be closing down and everything. So I think, for this year, for people, that been out of the job, there's some people who've been out of the job the whole year of 2025 and everything. So now we into this new year of 2026. It's time to really continue to put down applications and everything, and really see what's out of the job market, what's really available out there for you guys when it comes to from right now coming to in the spring, come to in the summertime and everything. Because if we have something like this, like something like we had last year when it comes to job markets and everything, boy, it's not going to look good this year. But I'm hoping for the best of 2026 for everybody in there. So let's see what 2026 brings us to, people. So let's see.
Now that, but shout out to Next Level that's also in the building. Lance said, what been up? CCR family 100. I hope all is well. Happy New Year and happy belated birthday to Ron 100. Thank you, big dog. I really do greatly appreciate that. Also, Next Level came in. Oh, what you was gonna say something, Jordan?
No, I say appreciate your Next Level. Thank you for coming, man.
And now that, will job growth continue to go down with the rise of AI, and how many people are turning to entrepreneurship? Good question. The job growth the job growth will continue to go up. I don't see it continue to go down because remember we got our artificial intelligence, AI, people that is getting into tech. So I think it's gonna be more and more job opportunity when it comes to aspect of that. But the normal job that people normally get, like I think Hakeem and Jordan spoke about it before, like the McDonald's, the Burger King, the Walmarts, the retail stores, those jobs are gonna start to get smaller and smaller and smaller because they're gonna realize they don't need you anymore. Go ahead, Jordan.
I want to say this too. I talked about it. Hakeem talked about it a lot too. Trade, when it comes to trade jobs, it's always open. That would never go anywhere. Trades. I just want to say that.
Good point too. Trade job plays a big factor. I don't know. Hakeem has a point on that one too as well. Before we move forward, no, I don't know. He's muted. I don't know.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do have a point. You're definitely correct on about that. We have to look on other careers, and sometimes what they listed 50,000 is a bit low for a country that has 333 million people. You feel what I'm trying to say? So like that's 50,000, and we're probably maybe at 4 point. If you do 4.4% of that, when we talk about maybe 30 million people are probably unemployed or something like that, or that need money. So it still is a bit high. Mm-hmm.
Moving along, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that notification bell on the right hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in right now on this lovely Friday evening. You already know it's Turn Up Friday. I know people getting ready for that Oregon game versus Indiana today at 8:30 Eastern times. I know a lot of people are going to get ready to tune in because whoever wins is going to face Miami in Miami. So that's really, really dope. Moving on to other trending news. Jordan, what's going on when it comes to aspect of Boosie? Wait a minute. He avoid jail time?
Surprisingly, he has avoided jail time. He was supposed to do jail time. He was supposed to, but he came into the federal office, I believe it's in San Diego, and he will be doing community service. And it's been God bless Boosie. I know God bless Boosie on this one because he was supposed to do jail time. They was adamant to do jail time, but he wasn't. So we have a clip from Boosie talking about it, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Boy, you have it in the mud, boy. What?
court. Boy, Kyle got me new AP. Playing Jimmy. So cold. White boy different. Grateful, bro. Let's get it. On court.
He ain't really say much. I know he's shocked.
So he has 2 years of probation plus, he has to do community service. So he has got lucky. So I'm gonna send it to you guys. Are you guys really surprised that he skipped that? He won't be serving any jail time.
No, I'm not too surprised. I think when you have the amount of income he has with the lawyers, you'll be able to beat it. Plus, he only has to pay $50K in restitution and 300 hours in community service. 300 hours is very easy. You can do that within a couple months. So he can just, do an 8-hour shift every day and call it a day. Like he'll be done in a couple months. But But other than that, I'm happy for him. He can still go perform and make money and take care of his kids.
Yeah, I think to me he's just very he's a lucky. He's lucky, boy. He's lucky because he was gonna spend like 2 to 3 years in a federal prison. So him having a good lawyer, and we already know what type of good lawyer he has, that gave him a lot of wiggle room. Because remember, at one point he was trying to go to President Trump to pardon him. So Bougie was scared. And keeping in mind, I think yesterday Kodak Black dropped a diss track towards Boosie. Now he's gonna be able to kind of attack Dak because now he's a free man. You already know he's gonna pretty much troll online. But to me, I hope there's a lesson learned and keep yourself clean. Stay away from guns. If you need guns, get bodyguards so they can carry it for you. Stop having gun possession with these guys, man. They don't get it. Him, Raw Wave, they don't understand that's gonna pretty much make your life done with. Man, he's lucky, boy. He's lucky.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. He is extremely lucky because he got caught with a gun charge in California. They play too lightly. Look who got locked up in California with the gun cases. But when the gun case what happened in California, that's Tory Lanez and everything. So Boosie got extremely lucky. So won't be serving jail time. Thank goodness. But you guys community service. Pay restitution, do community service and everything. So hopefully this will be the last time we hear Boosie when it comes to not just gun cases, but anything that comes to breaking any type of law. So Boosie, keep your head straight. You don't want to hear none of that. You're too old for this now. Hopefully this will be the last time.
Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to everybody watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch, Rumble, TikTok. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in on this Freestyle Friday. Now we move along to hip-hop. Hip-hop. Jordan, what's going on when it comes to aspect of hip-hop news, big dog?
Let's get into it. So let's talk about Cardi B and this content creator called Jessie Woo, who is popular on YouTube. So Jessie Woo, who is a popular content creator, was talk about Cardi B about how he had a revenge baby against Offset because they ended up with a terrible divorce as they continue to fight right now. And Jessie Woo is claiming that she used Seth Fadez to use her baby against Offset. So we do have a couple clips. Play Jessie Woo's part, and then after that, play Cardi B's part, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Got karma for trying to get on. She got karma for trying to get a revenge, baby. It's insane. It's insane. I agree. However, since Cardi is the only burn brain that let Twitter know the chef contacted her, I tend to think Cardi was the girlfriend that told her to recant her story. Yeah, let's bring that up. Let's bring that up. Okay, let's bring that up. Because my goodness, the way I would just have said nothing. So Cardi B takes to Twitter and she says, she shows a screenshot from the chef. I'm so sorry. I can't talk to you. I didn't say that, especially in the way it was written. Please contact my mediator and she will answer anything you need to know, but only in person and confidentially. Child, is late, child. She got karma for trying to get on.
Somebody say, wait, why did Jesse Wu say that Cardi B had a revenge baby? A revenge on what? Revenge on what? On who? These bitches just be saying shit because why would what is their revenge baby? Do you think that I'd be like, hey, I'm gonna have a baby because I'm gonna have revenge on what, bitch? On my ex-husband, bitch? I don't need to have a baby for revenge, baby. My whole life is revenge. My money is revenge. My career is revenge. My album is revenge. Me not dying over a nigga is revenge. Me having freedom is revenge. You know why? You know why I kept my baby, because I love my baby, and me and my man made that baby with fucking love, bitch. We was fucking down till it stank, fucking everywhere, bitch. And I'm a grown woman, bitch. I make my fucking own decisions. If I wanted to keep my baby, I kept my baby, and me and my man love our baby. Ain't no fucking revenge, bitch. Shut the fuck up. Jesse Wu is another hating ass.
So there you have it. A content creator was getting on Cardi B, and Cardi B, she expressed herself with what she was saying. So other than that, what you guys take on this?
Did she do this for revenge? Maybe so. And the only reason why I say that, because she's a woman. Women tend to be emotional. Keeping in mind, Offset was known for being a huge cheater. And he didn't deny the fact. You know, he always do stuff something stupid. You know, we're gonna talk about that later. That's one of the main topics on today's show. He known for doing stuff like that. So she would do stuff to try to attack that. Remember, even Cardi B even stated in certain interviews she was broken, she was hurt. So her doing certain things out of revenge, I kind of agree with Jesse Wu on this one. I think she did certain things out of revenge, but keeping in mind when it comes to aspect of having a child, I think it was just a spur of the moment. Her and Stephon, they remember it's something new, something fresh, got excited, and then you have a newborn. That's how it normally is. So, to me, nothing Jesse Wu say is wrong. I think she's probably hearing 110%. That's why Cardi B came back and kind of attacked her argument, because I think she know what she's saying is the truth. Remember, both of them are women. Go ahead.
The dysfunctionality of Cardi B has just been proven just with that one video clip you played. My whole life is revenge. So it just honestly just puts the thing. She didn't put no thought in what she was doing. She just was, like you say, doing based off emotions. Yes, Jessie Wu spoke articulate and she categorized what it is. Every decision Cardi has made has been pure emotion, not logic. She feels like because she has money, she can speak the way she want to speak. She do what she wants. She thinks she can do things exactly as a man. But the only people who going to suffer are just the kids. I land right there.
Yeah, Hakeem, you really broke it down to that. And the thing is, it's like if like I said, you got pregnant by Stephon Diggs, knowing he got multiple women pregnant as well, and y'all only been together for like almost a year now and everything. So her and Cardi B being in an emotional state, being in a divorce, and trying to have some fun with Stephon Diggs, and now they're together and everything, now they're having a baby, all that type of things, while she's still married to Offset. It's just in a matter of a year, in a matter of that year, if you doing that and everything, people are going to suspect, or Jesse Wu saying, you probably have a revenge bear because it all happened in 1 year and it happened so fast. It's like that. And not just Jesse Wu thinking like that. A lot of people think like that as well, that, you're having a revenge baby because of Offset and everything. So, and you know, having to, you know, doing this, you know, with Cardi B is very emotional what she does all the time, what Hakeem is saying and everything. So yeah, it's right now, it's like I said, what, you know, Stephon Diggs, he's, you know, even though he's going to be playing the playoffs, I believe, starting Sunday, you know, against San Diego, the Chargers and everything, he has a lot of stuff, you know, going on with him, you know, with him and the chef that's, you know, suing him and all that type of things. It's just not looking good right now for Stephon Diggs and Cardi right now. But
No, but they
you
pushed
know,
the case back until after the Super Bowl. So
yeah,
you good.
after the yeah, I was
So
gonna
you
say that. Thank you, Ronnie. Yeah, so they pushed the case back after the Super Bowl in case, you know, the New England Patriots go all the way to the Super Bowl. But yeah, people gonna speculate, Cardi, you know, because the situation you put yourself in, you having a baby, and people gonna continue to talk about it until, you know, till you finalize your divorce with Offset, or you know, you break up with Stephon Diggs.
Good point. Now that, but shout out to Waha, he say, them Canes, you damn right, them Canes. And Waha, we finna win it all. Shout out to you for being in the building. And shout out also to Latasha right now, watching us on Bingo Live, giving us a lot of love over there on Bingo Live. Really, really do greatly appreciate it, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell on the right-hand side so you never miss it when we go live. Shout out to everybody that's watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Kick, and also Twitch, Rumble, X, TikTok, and you know what? Bingo Live. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in on this Freestyle Friday. You already know, since we talking about Cardi B, Jordan, the main topic on today's show, Offset is in trouble again. What's going on with him?
Yes, sir. So let's start about last week. So last week, it was a show that Celina Powell was, you know, in the same bed with Offset. So they looked like they were sleeping around. And now since Celina Powell posted a video, Celina Powell came out today and saying that, you know, she had she took a pic of how, you know, Offset believes Offset is threatening Celina Powell. She's fearful for her life and everything. And, you know, and since she put out that video from last week, she said Offset is asking her for some money since she put out the video and everything. And right now she is fearful of her life. So we do have a clip of her putting out her talk to Offset. So play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Okay.
What?
Okay.
That shit sweet. Don't think it's sweet. The shit ain't sweet, mama. On my mama, it ain't. My mama, you think you saying something every time? Why did?
Okay.
Yes, so I want to say this one, Pastor Ecos. So, Celina Powell said a few years ago, she allegedly she allegedly slept with Offset while she was, you know, in a marriage with Cardi B, and now we're seeing, you know, from last week that it looks like Offset is still messing with Celina Powell, and now, you know, she putting up all these type of pictures and everything, and now she feels like Offset is threatening her of her life. So with this information, fellas, you know, what's y'all take on this?
Man, let me tell you something. This is all Offset fault. You should already know how these type of women are in this industry. He is a serial cheater. He has been exposed before. There's evidence of him being exposed, and you can't get mad for people ousting you. Best thing you could have did, she would have never been there, is just stay married and be faithful, bro. He would not be in this type of bullshit, especially somebody out of Celina Powell. She is the industry whore. Everybody has gotten her. You could say it's a public, allegedly. It's similar to going to like a public bathroom. I'll land there.
And now I got the clip, the one that Joy was talking about for people that don't understand the audience, so they can see that this is the one she posted like last week for sleeping around with Offset. This.
Thank you. Service your phone through airplane mode and then Wi-Fi. Thank you very much. I would love that.
So Jordan, you wasn't lying. He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. He slept with her.
And the thing is, it's like, it was alleged that he slept with her, years ago, right? And I'm like, and and he tried to dismiss the rumors, which I believe they did, allegedly they did or not. And now we cut to you last week doing this and everything. And when I saw this video last week, I'm like, wow, I said, what is you doing, man? What are you doing? Like,
Pain.
it's exactly. It's like you're not thinking straight, yo. Like, yo, why are you doing this? Now you in a situation that he's he's threatening me, all that type of stuff. It's like, yo, Offset, I don't know how many times you gotta keep doing this, yo. Like you just keep getting yourself, you keep digging yourself digging yourself into a bigger grave and everything. Stop messing with these ones that want to be famous and everything, because you know what they're gonna do. You know what they're gonna do, and Celina Powell's doing it already. I don't know what Offset is gonna learn, y'all. It's like he's never gonna learn. But hey, man, it's gonna take the right one. They're gonna say, hey, he did this to me and everything. They're gonna be wanting you, so they want to take you, gonna civil suit and want some of your money. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
But you guys gotta understand something. Sometimes these women can be very, very addictive. Like it's something about them that some guys. I'm just being honest. Some of the bodies just can't.
You ain't lying, Ronnie. You ain't lying.
Offset being in this situation how many times? It's just something about these women. He's
Listen,
he like to talk.
he could have anybody in the world, but you go sleep with somebody who sleeps with everybody. That's the stuff that's crazy about it.
But it's something about that cat that is he. Come on, it's nothing to do. It's the same thing with no offense. I like Cardi B too. I think Cardi B is one of the best when it comes to aspect of trolling and having fun on the internet. But she was the same way. They say Cardi B was known for sleeping around before she met Offset. So it's not. He just love these type of women. It's like you're trying to do what you like. This is what he. Matter of fact, I don't think he like it. I think he loves it. He loved the attention. He loved the toxicity. He loved the fighting, the bickering. And I won't be surprised she end up pregnant. I'm just being honest. I won't be.
Ironic. These are the type of women. They're soul stealers. They steal your soul. They soul stealers.
Oh my God.
Oh man, Jordan go spiritual now. I ain't trying to go spiritual.
Oh my God.
Soul stealers.
Hallelujah.
Look, see, Hakeem agrees. Hakeem's away.
Hallelujah.
I thought he was against these type of whores. And something about them, and these guys are attracted to him. They just are. Look at the same thing. Look at Zion. Zion got caught up with another situation. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Situation. Is there something about these women, these guys? So I don't know if it's because they paying for it or what it is. It's just that
a lot of it they're paying for it.
Zion might be worse because he jump into it and knowing, and he be blinded like when they be saying stuff like this. I think Zion he a little bit worse.
Moving on, but Offset got to be careful, man. He just got to be careful. I feel like one of these girls going to end up putting him in prison, and that's going to be the end of his career. That's going to be the end of his life and everything. But I won't be surprised if Cardi B try to help him out, though, if he end up going to prison. Now, I'm telling you, like, he just love these type of women. Him and Zion, I don't know. I don't get it. They're about to lose everything because of these women. Like, share, and subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Like always, shout out to everybody watching us all across the board. We really do greatly appreciate you guys for tuning in. Look, I can't.
He gonna taste better. That is true.
Shout out to Wahai, man. We love you, man. Shout out to Wahai.
He knows. Also, Jordan heard him too. The messy woman equal to messy
life.
Messy
life. Yeah.
Oh, Joe, they love it. They love it. I'm not gonna lie. At one point, I was in that phase. I used to love it too. The fast women, the fast cars, everything. Like you just like, man, there's something about them. Like they give you the nasty attitude. You say, man, I can't wait till I get you home and just choke you. But at what price? You about to lose everything. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it one bit. Moving along to other trending news. This coming from Detroit. Jordan, what's going on with this Detroit nerds going viral?
Yeah, so this is the Detroit nurse, and there has been a conversation when it comes to who cheats the most when it comes to careers, and it said when it comes to doctors and nurses, they're highly most cheat when it comes to boyfriend, girlfriend, also spouses and everything. So this Detroit nurse breaks it down where she's experienced doctors cheats on nurses while they're married and everything, and she really breaks it down of what she sees and everything. So go ahead and play the clip, and after that, we'll chop it up.
Did she sleep with any of them? Or because how she was able to break it down like she was in that lifestyle?
Well, yeah, some nurses did cheat at the hospital.
But I'm
not
saying
gonna lie.
they put out these reports that saying the number one cheating
It's nurses.
is nurses. Yes, but you were a nurse, so you would know.
But that's because a lot of nurses date doctors. A lot of doctors are married. Not the nurses. It's the doctors that are married and cheating.
Oh my God.
And the nurses date the doctors. Wow. So if you want to be completely honest, I think that's more what I saw a lot of that, but not the nurses cheating.
So the doctors were married and cheating with the nurses.
Absolutely. And having sex with the nurses and all the things.
So at the hospital.
At the hospital.
Where? What rooms?
In the rooms, in the lab room, in the medical room, in the equipment room.
Is it like a quick thing, or was it like this is gonna be the whole rundown? Like,
listen, it's just quick, and then they might see each other outside of the hospital, and then act like they don't know each other. But then when it get messy, when they bring it back to the hospital and everybody know their business, that's when it get messy.
God.
Yeah.
Was there nurses that were like with what?
Well, yeah, some nurses did cheat at the hospital.
But I'm not gonna lie. Level up, or did they just always admire the doctor?
No,
cheating?
it's nurses. We work with a lot of women.
But you were a nurse, so
when they do see a man, a lot of nurses they doctors.
It's double
A lot
play.
of doctors are married. Not the nurses. It's the doctors that are married and cheating.
Oh my God.
And the nurses date the doctors. Wow. So if you want to be completely honest, I think that's more what I saw a lot of
the
that.
Like, this
but
guy is
not
like the high standard. Like this is the king of the office, basically, because he's a doctor.
Absolutely. So I think that's the hierarchy of the hospital.
We
have to treat the doctor, do you need something? Because in the lab room, in the medical room, in the equipment room, the doctors tell you get up out of that chair, and as a nurse, you would get up. Listen, it's just you have to. And then they might see each other outside of the hospital, and then it's looked upon. They don't know each other, but then when it get messy, and then of course when they bring it back to the hospital and everybody know their business, that's when it get messy.
What's the purpose of the nurse?
Yeah.
Was there nurses that were like with what?
Well, yeah, some nurses did cheat at the hospital.
But I'm saying
not gonna lie.
They put out these reports that saying the number one cheating
it's nurses.
Is nurses, yes. But you were a nurse, so.
So we, like I said, there has been talk about, when it comes to careers, and number one cheaters are like doctors and nurses, and she really broke it down. So after that, fellas, what's y'all take on this?
She do make a point, because a lot of people was wondering that too, because but me, it didn't surprise me one bit, because sometimes doctors be in the office way too long instead of going home to their quote unquote wife, and then later you find out, they were cheating with the nurse. Or if someone's it's just crazy to realize that some of these people be getting in there at work, especially when especially at the operating table. That may be that's crazy, but it is what it is. You are dealing with a human being. You also dealing with a human being with human nature and human desires. So this doesn't surprise me one bit. You with the person 8 hours of the day. Remember, some of these nurses are these doctors' assistants, so they be with them every single day. So eventually they build up that bond. That's why a lot of people say the number one cheater, I thought was nurses too, but then she clarified and said no, it's doctors, and that make total sense. It really do.
So this has been like an open secret that for years, nurses, police officers, people in the military, they all cheat. And like Ron said, most nurses do 10-hour shifts, 10-hour shifts, 4 days. So you're around a person every single day. Eventually, you're going to catch feelings for them. And then things happen. So this is common. This is why they say stay away from women who are police officers, nurses, or in the military. Because of this, because of these main reasons. Yeah. If your woman can't come home to you every night, you don't need her.
Absolutely. If you work one of these big hospitals, you work the minimum you work at 12 to 14 hours. If you work for a big hospital, you work at 12 to 14 hours. Doctors, longer. If you do surgery, you stay in the hospital to 12 to 18 hours. If you're a doctor, especially if you're doing surgery, you're staying 18 hours. So with that, the hours that these nurses and doctors put in, you spend almost a half a day with a nurse and a doctor than you will if you have a spouse and everything, or your kids and everything. You spend more of your life at the hospital than you do in your own house, because the demand that that the job get that's asked for you and everything. So what she's saying is, I think she's 100% true effects on this, especially working these big hospitals, which They carry a lot of people, carry a lot of aid and everything. So she's picking 1,000, and I think it just won't change because the amount of time you spend, with people that you work with, which is above 12 plus hours, almost 18 hours. So this is not surprising or shocking at all.
And now, why I also say that's true with dental assistant, physician assistant with the doctors, because remember they're mostly all the time. So it's just, I don't know. I never dated a nurse before. So I can't. I don't know. You or Jordan probably dated nurses before. I never dated a nurse before. So
Not me either. I've been knowing to stand away from them for years.
Yeah, I never. No.
We need to interview a nurse. When we interview a nurse, we'll ask them like, "Is it true that the
Yeah,
doctor?"
like for mom, she's a nurse, but she never worked in a hospital. She worked for home care, so she worked for people that's like disabled, anything like that. So it's different type of nurses that might not be in a hospital. They work probably in home care. But if you got nurses that work at the hospital, that's a totally different story. They might well likely cheat.
Moving on to other trending news, Jordan, what's going on with Trump? Say Venezuela is going to give the United States over 30 million barrels of oil? That's a lot of oil.
Yeah, so Trump came out today saying, as we speak right now, we are getting about 30 million barrels of oil right now, and he said he's going to put it up to he says it's worth about $4 billion, and after that, he's going to put it out in the market. So here's Trump to talk about the oil that he got from Venezuela.
And yesterday, the number is 30 million barrels. I can't even, is that a correct number? 30 million barrels. You hear that, Peter? Of oil was given to us by Venezuela. That's a lot of oil. It's about $4 billion worth, and it's on its way to the United States now. And we want to thank Venezuela for that. And we're working very well with them, obviously, or they wouldn't have been so generous. But they respect us again. They didn't respect us at all before. So that's money that goes to the United States. Some will go to Venezuela. And some will go to the oil companies, but not that, because that's already been extracted. So you're not getting any of that. But when you start extracting, you'll get. But it's tremendous reserves. Among the biggest in the world. Some people say it is the biggest in the world. And we're going to be working with Venezuela. We're going to be making the decision as to which oil companies are going to go in, that we're going to allow to go in. We're going to cut a deal with the companies. We'll probably do that today or very shortly thereafter with Chris and Doug. And we're dealing with the country, so we're empowered to make that deal. And you'll have total safety, total security. One of the reasons you couldn't go in is you had no guarantees, you had no security, but now you have total security. It's a whole different Venezuela, and Venezuela is going to be very successful. And the people of the United States are going to be big beneficiaries because we're going to be extracting, numbers in terms of oil, like, few people have ever seen, actually. And yesterday,
shout out to Next Level. He said it's always been about oil. And shout out to Waha. He said, gas prices hopefully will be $1.99 when it comes to the gas prices. So other than that, fellas, what's your take on we're getting over 30 million barrels of oil, from Venezuela.
Game changer. Flawless fatality. Let me tell you something. No other president could have pulled this off but him. This is why you can like a lot of things he don't like to do. You can like a lot of things he don't do, but there's things he do that we're going to benefit from compared to the last regime. And not every president going to do something you like. I sure enough ain't like Bill Clinton or Obama or even Jeb Bush. I remember these people vividly. So all these people have done things I never really assumed. But if this brings money in my pocket and bring the gas prices low, and he tries to figure out a way, we're going to benefit. And a lot of people need to understand, this is what his first, second year in term, you're not going to drastically see a change. You need 4 to 8 years. So I want people to pay attention.
What did Waha just say right here? The American dollar just got stronger because of Donald. There you go. Facts. Don DeMarco. I was telling somebody that. Literally. We had a conversation about that. People don't understand what Trump is doing, what the United States is doing, and what this whole means to the United States. See, people fail to realize China gets their oil from Venezuela.
Yes.
Russia, same thing.
Same thing.
Venezuela was accumulating on $13.7 trillion just based off oil. Now since the United States acquired that, now China got to come to us. Instead of us going to other places, they got to come to us because now remember Trump is working on a deal where Venezuela is going to be part of the United States. Game changer.
Listen,
30 million barrels of oil is a lot of
yeah. I might get a second car, Ron. Jordan, I might get a second car.
People don't understand that is a lot of oil. You really break down the math, that is a lot of oil. That's a lot.
So Trump will be the only president who will be gangster. He will not listen to Congress. He won't listen to anybody. He won't listen to the Senate of say, hey, you can't do this. He would say, you know what, F y'all, I'm just gonna do it anyway. Because I am the executive branch. I'm gonna do what I want to. If you're gonna come to me later, say block me, it will take a week, okay, so be it, but I'm gonna do it right now. And Trump knows that he can do this, especially the second term. His first term, he's just learning. The second term, he knows the power that he has, and he's gonna really jump on it. And him doing a gangster move, going into Venezuela, could take control and say, yo, okay, now we're gonna get the oil from everything. And kind of it sends and definitely sends shockwave to all the rest of the country, China, Russia, and also the rest of South America as well. So all the South America are really, really stunned of what Donald Trump did and everything. That's what we heard. We heard from the Colombian president in Colombia. He was speaking and everything last week and everything. So Trump will do, like I said, if you don't know the history of Trump, he will do direct stuff, and he will not listen to the other branches of the government. As long as he has the power of being the executive branch of what the party has, he's going to do things that that he's not going to listen to nobody else. And him getting the oil and bringing it here, and either we're going to use it for America or also sell it to other countries, which he said he was going to do as well. This is his plan of what he's going to do. So it just shows that it's not just the power move, but he's going to do a lot of other gangster moves that it will be just like that. Hey, I don't care nobody say we're going to do it right now. We'll worry about everything later. And this is what Trump is. If anybody doesn't know.
Next level comes in. Also, he said U.S. are profiting off taking other countries' natural resources. Facts. Sounds like colonialism. But America became colonized. But America banned colonizing. Yeah, they've been doing it for years. Remember, you got to keep it in mind. The British did it. China did it. Africa did it. Everybody does it. Every country tries to take other countries' resources. That's just a fact.
Yeah.
That's just how the world is. Go ahead. I can't use going to say. Go ahead.
And the actual term is called neocolonialism. And that's what America has been, neocolonialism. And the point with that is the way we colonize, we play quasi war games where we start conflict in different countries and we go in the back door and make deals. You know what I mean? And this is why we allow companies to move into these countries, take their resources, and we broker a deal with companies and they give us deal. Just look at what happened just like a couple years ago. I think 10, 20 years ago. I don't know if it was Panama or Colombia with the whole banana situation.
Yep.
And we allowed Chiquita Banana came in there to go in there and control the banana fields. Correct. But America had made a deal with them. So that's how we're colonizing these countries.
Colonizing is part of the world. You can't stop it. Like I said, the British, remember, like Bahamas is run by the British. If people look up Bahamas run by the British. How so? If this is a small little island, but it's run by the British. That's what they do. They go and see and conquer. Trump is trying to conquer areas that he knows that's going to benefit the U.S. people. That's all it's about. Is what can benefit the U.S. people and put money in our pockets. I keep telling people, everything in this world is not about, people say it's all about color. No, it's about money and power. Keep that in mind. Those two things. money, and power. Last topic on today's show. Jordan, Disney is considering returning hand drawing. That is dope. They do that.
Yes. Yes. When I saw this, I was shocked, but they might go back into the 80s and 90s where they use hand drawn cartoons as we grew up to see, and hopefully it works for the next generation. So as you can scroll down, we don't have a clip, but if you can scroll down, with a Lion King, Aladdin, a Beauty and the Beast. We got Beauty and the Beast. The Jungle Book. I'm gonna forget. That was my favorite movie. I was 2. The Jungle Book.
Yep.
Snow White, Cinderella, The Little Mermaid, and everything. Yeah, they really considering going back, guys. So I'm gonna pass for you guys. These are childhood memories for us. Do you feel like it's gonna work for the next for this new generation?
Yes, it will, because they're gonna see the really brilliant of arts that are artificial intelligence doing it. They can see that people is actually the one that actually are creating these characters. I used to love drawing, and it makes total sense. I don't know why they took. I understand why they took it away, because of time. You want to make things fast and efficient, but sometimes stuff like this is a beautiful of art. I can't have a relative who draws, and she draws like amazing. You be like, what in the world? It brings people creativity back, and I'm glad that if Disney does do that, it's gonna put Disney right back on the map. I'm being honest.
Man, the last 10 years, cartoons and just these movies have started to look so fake and so digitized. And to see this to come back to the original for people like us who can appreciate it, I could see it smashing a box office. And to introduce old technology to new people. And I would love to see that.
Absolutely. And when it comes to these drawn cartoons back in the day, to me, they was like magic. They was after magic. Hold on, guys. But go ahead.
Baby getting up. Yeah, it's like magic. It's very like magic. And Next Level comes in. Next Level say Disney make cartoon movies for every race but black people. Wait, no, Beauty and the Beast. They say that was black people, because they say black people were supposed to be the beast.
Oh my God, that's still fucked up.
It is. That was somebody told me. They say we were supposed to be the beast, Beauty and the Beast. That we were supposed to be the beast, and then eventually we turned white.
Hey, you did right, but he got a point though. Ain't no movie out there for no black person though. You got a point though.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm excited and thrilled for this. I don't know if they doing it in certain theaters for you guys, but I know there's a theater by my house that I think they're gonna start this year, where they're gonna play during the weekdays, like certain Disney movies that we see right now. And I was gonna take my daughter when she get a little bit older and everything to do that. But now hearing this, they're gonna return to that. It's going to bring, our generation that we grew up in to our kids' generation, which is my daughter, and, kind of bring that together and make new memories for, me and for our young generation. So I'm thrilled about this. I'm very thrilled about this.
Like, share, subscribe, guys. Don't forget to hit that notification bell on the right-hand side. Remember to click all, because we do go live each and every day at 7 o'clock Eastern time. Shout out to everybody who's watching us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Kit, and also Twitch, Rumble, X, TikTok, Bingo Live. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in each and every time we go live. Shout out to Next Level that was in the building. Hey, Next Level, hit me up in the back. We want to do a collab with you, man. Hit us up in the back. I want to do a collab, have you come on the panel as we discuss different variety of topics. You too, White High and Joe Don't Hurt Them. If you guys ever available, just let us know. We'll drop the link, have you guys come up, and we want to conversate with you guys. You guys been with us, been rocking us for a very long time. And I know some people want to hear your voice, because, when we cut up the clips and send it all over the place, sometimes the comments come up, so people already want to know, like, who are you guys? But we really thank you guys so very much for always coming through, showing us love and support. Especially you, Jordan Don't Hurt Them. Blessed be upon you. Why High, Next Level, Evelyn Perez, people that watch us in the cloud but never comment. Guys, don't be afraid to comment. We give you guys a shout out, man. Especially you guys on Bingo Live, man. Don't be afraid. Y'all watch it every time we go live. Just don't be afraid to comment. We give you guys a shout out. Now that's so very important. Go to KL Culture Radio description. Also, the link is pinned on top of the chat. That's where we got the KL Culture Radio merch. On KL Culture Radio store, that's where we got the KL Culture Radio merch, which is the hat, the t-shirt, the coffee mug, you name it, is all in the KL Culture Radio store. And also, guys, so very important, go to KL Culture Radio community tab, because there, where you will go see, wait a minute, Broadway Fat, aka Hakeem Bello album that's out now. You already know, before we head up on out of there, you know we gotta play at least some track, one track from, you know, this one you guys probably seen on probably in all the shorts, you know, because this is one of his latest single, you know, In Too Deep. So let's listen in.
I'm in too deep. Mama said, boy, get off the streets. I'm locked in with the
gang.
Police tapping
phones. Yeah, they know it's me.
I'm in too deep. Yeah, I'm in too deep. I'm in too deep. Yeah, I'm in too deep. I'm in too deep. Yeah, catching cases, blow it, tell I'm in too deep. Yeah. Been on my business,
tell them I ain't fucking with me.
I'm locked in with the mob, they gon' slide with me. I'm from the city, so you know we show no pity. These hoes want me cause they know I run the city. We blowing money, watch these niggas acting funny. They want this life, but you gotta give up something. The feds know me, they say Broadway Fast Most Wanted. They trying to catch me, I was hiding in Bahamas. I love fast cars and I love fast women. My dream to be a kingpin.
Let's go.
There you go, guys. That's one of the singles that's out now. You can get a copy. It's in the KL Culture Radio community tab, and also Prince Hakeem book, Raising Kings, and also Black Love is out now. Go to the community tab. That's where you guys can find it. Same thing, YouTube guys on Bingo Live, and it's on all music platform too, Hakeem, and also he has
every music platform.
Every music platform. People that will listen to the song on Bingo Live, and also TikTok. And also Instagram, you guys could go and check it out. It's out now. And remember, this is the channel right here. So you guys that's watching this on the replay, it's up here, Broadway Fat. Go and follow. Don't be afraid to follow. The songs are out now. Thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio, guys. Remember, Oregon versus Indiana is playing at 8:30 Eastern Time. You don't want to miss that. Whoever wins is going to face Miami in Miami for the National Championship. Thank you for tuning in to KL Culture Radio. We over and out.